Welcome back to another one of our videos. Today we wanted to take a look at an issue going on in the Hebrew Israelite community.
I want to start this off with the Bible verse. It is Jeremiah 10 and 2. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." Now, what I want to focus on is that first line, which says, learn not the way of the heathen. Because there's a lot of camps out here who are talking about the kingdom and slavery and what's going to happen during that time. Now, as I see the kingdom, I see a place where there is no more suffering. I picture the Garden of Eden, a place where man and beast are together, and there's no strife. There's no reason to be sad. There's only happiness and joy. But a lot of these camps are teaching stuff that I feel is just evil. They don't even know who the Most High God is. Because where in love is there rape or torture? Now, I will say that we as Hebrew Israelites have been instructed to kill many of people because they are evil, and evil people need to die. But where has the Most High said, go grab these people and beat them senseless and torture them and then kill them? I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Death, though, the wages of sin is death. So if you were evil, the fact that you die, well, that's a good thing, because if all evil people were dead, there'd be nothing but good. And that's what I see the kingdom as, nothing but good. So it says, learn not the way of the heathens. I look at white people and Japanese people and anybody who had me slaves as a slave as evil. And the things that they did to our people were evil. And I know they're like, well, we're going to be able to do this to you. But I have never wanted to be them, because I have never wanted to be evil.
That's really what the thing is. It seems like groups like GMS, that's the one I think is the biggest offender of this particular spot, wants to be like the white people in taking slaves, raping people, things like that. Now, that's what it sounds like. That is exactly what it sounds like with their rape doctrine. That's what it sounds like. And you can find their videos where they try to explain it on YouTube. But I don't see how anywhere in the law rape or beating the hell out of somebody is
Torture.
okay.
It says Isaiah 11 and 1, and this is talking about the kingdom. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, for the earth shall be full of the knowledge of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea. 11:10, and in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of the people, to which shall the Gentiles seek, and his rest shall be glorious. I see that right now, as God's chosen people, we're going through a lot of stuff, but we're going through this stuff to be made more perfect. We have to be perfect. And then through our perfection, we are going to bring the Gentiles that cleave to us into the kingdom to be our servants and our slaves, but not as something that we are some evil taskmaster over. As people who are working and honoring the Most High God the way that it's supposed to be. It infuriates me when I hear these people making it seem as if the Most High God is something other than righteous. How is it righteous to rape? How is that righteousness? And if it is righteousness, why do we care that it was done to us?
Yeah, it makes zero sense to say what the heathens did is what we ought to do. That's ridiculous. As we go through the law in Leviticus and Deuteronomy, I don't see anywhere where it says thou shalt rape. It doesn't say that.
So they use, I was listening to GMS just a moment ago, and they were using Deuteronomy 22 verse 28, and it says, if a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold on her, and lie with her, and they be found, then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife, because he hath humbled her. He may not put her away all his days. And they say that this means that I can rape a woman and then all I have to do is pay 50 shekels of silver.
Yeah, this is not what this is talking about.
Because and they say this is rape, but that's not what I get from that. It says, to me, I see if a man sees a woman and he sweet talks her and they have sex and they get caught, he's got to pay for it and marry her, and he can never put her away because he did that and he did it in a wrong type of way. But if you look at the same chapter and look at verse 25, it says, but if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field and the man force her, see, that's rape. When you force her and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die. So here's an example of a person, a female, being raped, and that man, not her, but only that man shall be put to death because he raped somebody.
Read the next verse because it's enlightening.
But unto the damsel, this is verse 26, but unto the damsel thou shalt do nothing. There is in the damsel no sin worthy of death. For as when a man riseth against his neighbor and slayeth him, even so is this matter.
Now see, this shows you that the damsel had nothing to do with it. It's not her fault. She was in the field and he forced her. Now that's rape. That's a completely different situation. And that, to me, that verse says rape is wrong because that guy is going to die. If rape wasn't wrong, then he wouldn't be in trouble. But he obviously is in trouble being put to death, and the cost of death, I mean, what causes that sin? This seems like rape is a sin. Therefore, you cannot do this.
If you look at the Bible story with Dinah, she was raped by the prince of a nation, and what did we do because of that? We killed all of them motherfuckers for raping that sister. Because how can you as a man say, I'm okay with someone raping my daughter? And these men are like, well, if some man rapes my daughter, ain't nothing I can do about it. You just gotta pay me. Where is the love in that? Where you love someone, but you think it's okay if someone rapes them?
No, that it makes no sense. Now I know you could think that we're just making this up. All you have to do is look at GMS rape, and you'll find it. Just type it in YouTube or whatever you watch your videos on, and you'll see it. They talk about the rape doctrine and how they can explain it and a whole bit. And I'm sorry, nowhere in the Bible does it work that way.
So if we look, also, I want to talk about the slave thing, because everybody thinks it's a bad thing to be a slave. But today, everybody is a slave already. And slave doesn't mean that you're getting beat and you're being hurt. It means that there is someone who is in charge. And when you go to a job, you are being a slave to that boss. So it doesn't mean that we are nasty and rude and cruel. That's what evil people do. But if you read from Job 31, he says, have I ever shunned justice for my slave and maidservant when they quarreled with me? And 15, did not he who made me in my mother's belly make him? Did not one form us both in the womb? And the Most High tells you that he loves all of his creations. So that is the Hebrew Israelites, and it's also the heathens as well. He chose us because the heathens went off and they were doing wrong. But his idea is that all of us come back together to serving him. But we are his chosen, so we have to come together first.
What the heathen nations do is whatever they do. That is entirely up to them. So they can do whatever they want. But in all reality, the goal originally would have been everybody worshiping the Most High. They chose to do their own thing. We were selected by the Most High and kept for him.
And when the kingdom comes, we will rule over them. That's
correct. Now, are there going to be some heathen to do something? Sure, there are. And as I read through the Bible, they will come into those who decide to follow the Most High will come in, and they will have their place that they're going to be at. And it says, we will be the kings and queens. They will be serving us. How that service is going to go, well, that's going to be outlined, and it is outlined in the Bible.
It's going to be according to righteousness.
Exactly. That is how slaves are treated. And if you read through the Bible, just like Job just said, at no point did he mistreat his slaves. That wasn't the point. Wrath is going to be handled by the Most High. He's going to handle the people who need to be handled, and what punishment takes place to them, he's going to take care of that.
And evil people aren't going to be in the kingdom, and that doesn't matter if you're a Hebrew Israelite or a heathen. You're not going to make it. He is going to kill you. And if you believe that acting like evil people is what God wants, then he's going to kill you too. And you need to die, because I don't want anybody in my kingdom who thinks that beating and torture and rape are good things.
So, this is our view on slavery in the kingdom after the fact. If you like this video, share it, let your friends or whoever know about it. If you'd like to contact us, please send us a comment. You can catch us on Black Junction, YouTube, any of those type of places. Let us know what you think about the video, and hey, thank you so very much.